everybody. This is Lorraine.
And it says I'm Lorraine, but I'm actually Jennifer. I'm just a Lorraine wannabe.
Well, yeah, there is that. Oh my goodness. There you go. Now you're Jennifer.
Yeah, I'm myself.
You're yourself. Okay, so this morning we're going to talk about getting ready for your web design. And one of the first things you need to do in that process is figure out who you want to be. So, Jen, so glad you figured that out.
Yeah, and for clarification, we actually have for a web redesign, which do you treat that differently than a web design?
I think in some respects, a redesign is almost harder because there is this maybe tendency to go, oh, well, we already have that content or we already have this and we don't have to really go back to the beginning. But I think you should. I think you should go all the way through, audit the website so you know what's working and what's not working, but
Right.
then step way back and go through and ask the questions on what do you really want to accomplish? Who is your target audience? What actions do you want them to take? And really do that from square one.
Well, I think there are a little bit of advantages in that you do have some data of what is working and what's not versus when you first start a web design, you're starting from the beginning, you don't have anything. So that's probably more of somebody just brand new getting started, which
Hmm.
I feel like that can be hard too, because 'cause you're just, like, kind of throwing I don't wanna say throwing darts, but a little bit, like, you're not sure what's gonna work and not work. You have to make some good educated guesses there, but a redesign, you've got some but like you said, you get if you've got a fresh set of eyes, they're coming in, they have some great ideas, but you're just like, that's not how we did it before."
Hmm. Well, and you need to decide. So if you're going to redesign your website, the first thing you need to decide is this a fresh coat of paint or is this a remodel? Because
Yeah,
there's a lot of times in over the course of the 20 years that I had Roundpeg and had, different websites, that the redesign was really about a fresh coat of paint. And then there were other times where like, no, we're changing our message, we're changing our approach. We really want a fresh look. And so that first decision, what's your goal, is going to send you down two entirely different paths.
how do you decide on, "I'm going to completely, like, go into this, I'm going to, do it all at once, one big giant, or I'm gonna do it a little bit at a time?"
So, my feeling is that you should have a good foundation. And you should, once you get that good foundation, you should be able to do a little at a time on an ongoing basis, probably for several years. And the reason for that is um, think of a kind of a straight, like a diagonal line or a stair step. What happens if you completely redesign, you throw all of your energy at building a whole new site, you're exhausted and your budget is exhausted,
Yeah.
and then you don't do anything for 2 to 3 years, and now you got to do the whole thing again.
I
And
yeah.
so yeah, I mean, if
Constant
you
updates to a website regardless. Like, I don't think you ever set it and forget it, and there's you're mentioning a lot of reasons there, but there's, a lot of SEO reasons for
Mhm.
doing that too.
Oh, absolutely. But I think the other thing is that when you take that little approach, you can be like, okay, we really need to fix our offer pages. Let's focus on the offer pages. Let's not worry about the homepage. That's
Right.
working. Let's just improve the offer pages. And then they get better. And now you can be like, you know what? We really need to rethink our team page. We really need to rethink our blog or our product description. And by completely redesigning that section within the framework that you've built, you have a significantly stronger website. It's not just little tweaks. I mean, it's really going in and diving in on those sections.
Yeah, so you made a distinction there, which is important. It's like, changing a form is one thing, but changing messaging, colors, look, feel, you can't just redo one page and leave the rest different. Like it's got to be cohesive.
And, that's, one of the things is, do you do a complete redesign or do you do a little update? Has a lot to do with your branding. You know, are you going to keep your branding consistent? Are you staying with your same colors and fonts? Okay, well then you can do small redesigns. Have you made a decision to dramatically change your brand? Well, now you need to really think about this. I I changed my colors about a year ago, and I'm not sure I love them, but I'm going to stay with them for a little while longer. I've been blue and teal forever. And I
Mhm.
thought I needed to change something. I really like the blue. I added a darker red. It's classy, but I've decided it's a little bit stuffy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I may go back to a more fun color, but everything else I kept the same. I changed the color, but I only changed one of the colors. So I could go through my website and very quickly just change the colors. I didn't change the font. I didn't
Right.
change anything else. And I kept the rest of the website. But if you're going to really blow up that, you kind of have to think about, okay, we're going to blow up and start over.
So I have a pet peeve, get your opinion. I've seen people just take down the website and put up we're working on redoing the website. We're coming out with this new design, yada yada yada. And okay,
No, I mean, would you, in what world, unless you're like a restaurant that you're completely blowing up, in what
yeah,
world would you close your business for 3 months?
yeah, yeah,
No, there's something called a development site. You ke- you
yeah.
you keep your primary website rolling,
Yeah, there's still
and
business to be had, like, you don't
mhm.
wanna just take it down, and I've seen this and, maybe some sort of, like, stopping of marketing or what have you. I'm just like, "No," like, I guess it could build some excitement. I can see that, but I don't know.
You know what? If you're that excited about it and you want to build the excitement, then create a page on your blog. Create a
Make
page.
social media post about it, that it's
We
coming.
Yeah, but we did that. We One of our web designs, we actually documented the process. And
Oh,
so
fun.
in our blog, we had a this is what our new homepage is going to look like, and this is what our team page is going to look like, and it's coming soon. But we didn't get rid of our homepage, and we didn't get rid of our blog, and we didn't stop selling
Yeah.
while we were building this new page.
Do you feel like there's more time and effort kinda going into getting ready for a web design versus the actual web design?
And the reality is that a good web designer, they call them, I've heard people call them scrums, or like little sprints. If everything is ready, if everything is there, a good web designer can build most websites in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Just fully concentrated. Why does it take 12 weeks? It takes 12 weeks because, well, I don't know if I like the way that's going to look, or I'm not sure what I want to put there. So the more you get ready, the more you decide on the front end, what do you want your primary message to be? Pick one. One.
Yep.
Who is your primary audience? Yeah, lots of people will buy from you. Pick one. What do you want them to do? Pick
Yep.
one. You notice this, pick one.
Well, and you might have this, and so I guess the answer is you might have this and you might not have this, and if you don't have this, then that might take more time.
Absolutely. And so in the comments, I'm going to share, I just shared a link to our web priority guide. It's
Oh,
a simple 5-page questionnaire. Go through and answer the questions. What's your number one priority?
yep.
And then when you have all of that, now start assembling the pieces that support that customer, that action.
Yep.
And then you're not quite ready, but you're close to ready to begin talking to a web designer.
Or maybe you need to talk to someone just to talk yourself through that, like, you're not
Mhm.
able to come up with it on your own.
Right. And you know what? I probably should share that too. Jen and I both have office hours. If you've enjoyed the conversations that we're having here and you think you'd benefit from a little bit of one-on-one with one of us,
Yeah,
you can book an hour of time with us and um
tell us
really
what your
deep dive.
questions are.
Yeah,
Mhm.
come with your questions and really deep dive into
Your specific
your
scenario,
specific.
because we're giving a lot of general information, but it's like tying it to what is your problem, where are you at, and so that's why, sometimes you can listen to a lot of shows like this and get a lot of information, but you're not sure if it really relates to you or if that's where you need to be. That could be a great time to kind of talk that through and be like, okay, well, let me see where you're at and see if this makes sense.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, well, that's it for now. We're going to put a pin in it and we'll see you next time.
All right, take care.
Bye now.